Hello and welcome back to your 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and let's talk about the arts. Very exciting stuff happening, of course. And with us, as always, is the Executive Director of Jasper Community Arts, Kyle Rupert. So welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Another successful chalk walk has come and gone. Before we get into all the fun stuff coming up, how was the 21st chalk walk?
It was great. It was great weather, and we had a fantastic turnout, and everyone had a really good time. We're excited to do it again next year.
Yes, I saw the date for next year's already popped up on Facebook. You guys are ready to go.
Yep, we can't wait.
Exciting stuff. And you are wearing another one of your kind of kid-friendly summer programs on your shirt today. Camp Create's coming up in July.
Yeah, so Camp Create is a summer art camp we started last summer. And we've had a couple of other iterations over the last year. We're wrapping up our first week of it right about now, and we have another session in July with a few spots that are still open. And the thing I love most, I think, about Camp Create is it's essentially a full day camp. So it's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it's for the entire week, and it's several different opportunities within each day for the participants to experience different kinds of art. And there's a central theme around every camp, and this year's theme is the Cubists. But they learn a lot about galleries and how art is made, and they get a chance to practice it themselves. And so it's a really fun opportunity for them. Kids ages 8 to 12 are allowed to sign up and register, and then there's opportunities there for folks if the registration fee might be a little much, but they know that their kid would really get a lot out of it. We just ask people to let us, reach out to us, let us know, and we'll see what we can do for that. But we've had a great response. The kids love it. The parents tell us how much that their kids are really enjoying the week in the cultural center. So we're excited to have it again in July.
Yes, and you've got all these various workshops going on. You've got the kids events going on. You even have another new exhibit in the exhibit space, right?
Yeah, we just opened the annual Art Guild exhibit. So the Du Bois County Art Guild is an organization that has been around for more than 50 years and has members from all over the county. And they have more than 100 pieces this year that they have on display in one of our galleries, and the work is incredible. It may be one of the best exhibits that they've put together, and Emily Peak, our visual arts coordinator, has done a great job along with John Schraring to put everything up that they brought in. So it's an incredible display of artwork, not just because of the content, but just the sheer volume of it is pretty impressive.
That is fantastic to hear. Is it mixed media as well?
To an extent, there are. I think we have 3 pedestals out right now, so maybe 3 pieces. It's not all watercolor, it's not all acrylic, but in terms of 2-dimension versus 3-dimension, the bulk of the artwork is on the wall. But there are some pieces that we have out on the floor too.
And the best part about the exhibits is that they are free. Just come during open hours, and you get to experience some local artists, and a fantastic opportunity for the Art Guild to really show their stuff.
Yeah, and I would say as far as local art goes, through the end of June is really the best time, because in addition to that exhibit, we also have artwork from our Visual Arts Committee, which is made up of professional and teaching artists. So a lot of their work is on display at the same time. And so if you want to check out what local artists are doing currently, this is a great time.
Fantastic stuff. And we are anxiously awaiting the upcoming season announcement. You guys have been sharing little sneak peek hints online, so we're still keeping it pretty closed up, but you have some news to kind of share for the upcoming season, right?
Yeah, so it's been an interesting booking cycle for us. We had most of the season booked and ready to go actually last winter. And as we tried to finish off the final few pieces, we've been waiting on some artists to confirm. We've had some artists back out at the last minute for good reasons. We don't begrudge them that. They had a very good reason. And so we've had to find replacements, and so it's been very interesting. But We do have some exciting things that we're looking to offer. One of the shows that we have announced already is comedian Preacher Lawson, who was a finalist on America's Got Talent. Super funny comedian, very physical in his comedy, his facial expressions. He's often seen as a comedian that is someone you could feel comfortable bringing your family to, which is not always the case with some comedians. But so we're very excited to have Preacher coming. He'll be at the auditorium on October 19th. Tickets are available as we speak. Folks can go and purchase those. The most expensive ticket's going to be $30, and then there's discounts for seniors and students. So an affordable night of comedy. You don't have to drive to Indy or Nashville or Louisville.
Right.
You can stay in Jasper. So we're very excited about that. And that's just one of 13 shows that we have planned for the season.
And you've got little hints, like there's a few Broadway exciting dates that you've kind of led on to, a little more family-friendly things. So we're anxiously awaiting what date is the official release going to be.
July 3rd is when we're going to announce that our season is available. And what's really exciting about that, too, is tickets will be available for purchase on July 5th.
Okay.
So in years past, we would have announced the season already, but for a lot of folks who weren't interested in a package, they'd have to wait 2 months before they could buy a ticket. Now, 2 days after we announce that here's the season, folks will be able, they can talk it over on July 4th and barbecues and get-togethers and stuff, and then make a plan for getting the tickets to the shows that they want to go see.
So, perfect example, Preacher Lawson's going to be in October. You want those tickets on July 5th, you go buy them and they're yours.
Well, you could buy them now.
Right.
Yeah, his
but
tickets are available now. Outside of his,
when the thing's announced. So, that's a fantastic kind of gift that you guys are able to give back to the community who aren't, annual members, but that's all the more reason if you want to see everything that JACA has to offer, you buy that seasonal, the whole package deal. So for kind of planning the exciting part of ticket buying, maybe remind us what ways can we buy tickets? Sure.
So the quickest and easiest way is going to be online at jasperarts.org. You can also buy them over the phone by giving us a phone call. You can stop into our box office, which is located at the Cultural Center, Monday through Friday. You can buy tickets in person that way. For those who have purchased tickets within the last year, we'll also be mailing out a season guide that has all the information on the shows on it. And you can fill out that order form and mail it back to us if you'd like. But those last two steps always have an additional time commitment to them, whereas going online is going to be the quickest, most surefire way that you're getting tickets before some of these shows sell out.
Yes, and I mean, the website's available all hours of the day, where your lovely staff can only be in the office so many hours. So definitely fantastic to know. And not that I didn't forget, but more specifically, we're coming into a kind of a newer holiday, and you guys recently celebrated a big third annual Juneteenth celebration with the community, right?
We did.
Before I forget about that, I wanted to talk to you about it and definitely dive into what that kind of means for the Arts Center and all that stuff.
Well, I think that from our perspective, it's important to provide an opportunity for the community to learn about different perspectives or learn about different lived experiences. And what was really nice about this year's event is we invited other organizations in the community to come and not only share about the history of Juneteenth, but also the history of their organizations as well and the services that they have available. And so we had several organizations that were represented. I won't mention them because I'm going to leave somebody out because I won't be able to remember them all. But a lot of nonprofits that provide services to the community, and there was a lot of learning, which was great, and a lot of just experiencing what Juneteenth is and what it means, why it's celebrated. And I think the more we can learn about other experiences that are different from our own, the better, well-rounded view of the world we have.
Yes, and I think kind of highlighting that is you maybe from a traditional definition stance, you wouldn't expect an arts center like the Jasper Arts Center to really prioritize that. But having the culture highlighted and whatnot kind of brings the art of things that you may or may not have understood before into the space. So I think it makes sense, and it's exciting to see that you guys have done 3 years of the Juneteenth community celebration. So I'm excited to see next year's and see how it grows and adapts, because I mean that's kind of what it's also for, is to grow and learn with that.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, with those kinds of events, we also really try to lean into the cultural center part of the Tim Clark Cultural Center. And so, for us to get involved, we do like to accentuate the arts side of things. But there are, we've thrown around ideas about, international food, kind of events and things like that, but just really leaning into the cultural center part of that facility, and Juneteenth has been a good addition to our roster of activities. Fantastic.
And I was gonna definitely ask you as well, maybe for some of us, I recently kind of got it knocked in my head. The Jasper Arts and Jasper Community Arts, where you guys are at, you are a part or a department of the Jasper city government. So with that, being mindful of holidays and open hours. So just to remind people, you guys are closed on specific holidays, just like the governments and the post offices, right?
So yeah, as a government entity, we are closed for federal holidays.
Yes. So that's good to know. So if you're, unfortunately, if you get the day off because you don't have to work the holiday and you wanted to go see art, unfortunately, you guys all, in a way, unfortunately, but fortunately, you guys also get to have that holiday. So good to specify. Kyle, is there anything else you want to make sure to mention today?
We just really appreciate the community's support. While we are a government entity, most of the programming that is provided is not possible without that support. Right. So next year will be 50 years for the department, and we've got some exciting things planned. So folks can stay tuned with what we got coming up, and hopefully we'll continue to make the community proud.
Just well put, of course, as always. And another thing is we can't wait to see that July 3rd date, the upcoming season. So best of luck with all of that fun stuff that's going to come up for you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much at home for watching. This has been your 18 WJTS in.form with the Jasper Community Arts, and we are local people watching local people.